This was revealed like 3 days ago, but I've been busy, so once again, I'm late to the party. But they revealed the next expansion for Star Wars The Old Republic, which we've been waiting for like that official announcement for like a year. But they finally did it. It was, I guess, at Star Wars Celebration, seeing as that was on when it was revealed. But as promised, it is about the war between the Republic and the Empire. I'm looking at the news page on the Old Republic website. I'll put a link to that. And we're just going to read. I've read it already, but I was going to have another read through in form and maybe just, say a couple of things which I think I would like to see from this expansion. So, obviously, as they did say before, it is an expansion focused on the new war between the Republic and Empire. Apparently, joining forces to defeat Zakul just wasn't enough to keep them from each other's throats. But yeah, the Alliance Commander, that is your player character, well, they've already chosen a side in Jedi Under Siege. So Alliance Commander has joined the Republic or the Empire to, well, bolster one side, bolster that side, and help them win. It seems to me, from reading it, says, as the Sith Empire prepares to make a decisive strike against the newly constructed Republic shipyard on the planet Corellia, members of the Dark Council see victory on the horizon and begin plotting against one another in anticipation of the spoils. Meanwhile, Republic forces must race against time to muster reinforcements from across the galaxy in order to defend Corellia from the Sith. So we saw in Jedi Under Siege, and it seems to be here as well, that it is really the Empire which is on the, put there on the forward foot there and really going on the offensive, rather than the Republic being the ones to attack first. We get a nice picture here of Tau Ider, who we were introduced to in Jedi Under Siege, and Darth Malgus going toe-to-toe on what looks to be Corellia. So this could be from the new flashpoint that they say we'll be getting. We'll be getting a new flashpoint on Corellia, and if I had to put money on it, I would say that this fight happens in that flashpoint. We've got two new planets as well. The first one here, Onderon, which we saw in Knights of the Old Republic 2. And there was a whole bunch of Freeding Ned stuff before that. And we saw it was featured quite heavily in the Clone Wars as well. This is, a bit before then, obviously, but if you didn't play the Old Republic and you're just into more recent Star Wars, you'd still more than likely know where we were. It says, for centuries, Onderon has been a loyal member of the Republic, but will the planet's newly crowned king maintain that ancient allegiance? So no matter which side you're on, the Onderon story is going to be, well, trying to get them on your side. We've also got Mech Shar, independent fueling station and boomtown built in the hollows of a mined-out asteroid once controlled by the Hutts. So I'm not really sure, or I can't see an obvious reason why we'd go here. It is a den of smugglers, pirates, mercenaries, traders, and refugees. So until more is revealed, I couldn't really say why we'd be going here. And then in the finale of the story, we're back to Corellia, like we were in the vanilla story of the game. And with the new flashpoint, we'll bring players to a new area of the classic planet for both solo and group players. So I'm guessing there'll be some, when you finish the story, there'll be some daily stuff, and the flashpoint is there as well. I'm guessing it'll have story, veteran, and master mode. So, along with the new Flashpoint, we are also getting a new operation available at launch on Duxon, the one of Onderon's moons, going up against, it seems, the Zerka Corporation and some Trandoshan hunters. That is all it says. It doesn't say anything else about the operation other than that we are getting it and that it is available at launch. I assume once you hit the new level cap. And I guess they will also be bumping up the difficulty of the previous operations like they have been doing, so you can still do all of them at endgame rather than just this new one. The final thing it says, one of the final things it says, the spoils of war. They're adding a new type of gear slot called a tactical item. It says with these new items, you'll be able to pair them with new set bonuses and to be able to get set bonuses which can be used by everyone, which is good. I think it's fun and more diverse and certainly make things a lot more interesting, and to have set bonuses which aren't limited to just armor, but having a set bonus made of, it's only like a set of 2 items and it gives a tiny little bonus, but it makes it more fun and it certainly changes the way you play, and I think that's good. Old Republic could really benefit from something like that, I think. These new item sets can be acquired through multiple paths, so it seems Galactic Command is sticking around. I don't know how they're gonna push that as part of the narrative, because Galactic Command is, you are now the Alliance Commander. You're basically in charge of a large portion of the galaxy, and that is what Galactic Command was. But it seems like it's sticking around. It says you acquire your gear no matter how you choose to play. PvE, PvP, Galactic Command, and crafting are all viable. The new item sets, tactical items, and more. So something else they have not yet revealed. Open a pathway to limitless depth, allowing you to play your character exactly how you want, which I think is good. You are not locked out of the better items and better item sets by playing a different way, which is good. That's the thing I like about the Old Republic, is that I have on my knight, on my main character, pretty high end gear, and that was all just through Galactic Command. And I was just doing whatever I normally do. I do my heroics, getting my command crates. I do an occasional operation. I do an occasional battleground, and I would still be able to get gear which would let me progress, which is good. I know a lot of people didn't like Galactic Command when it came out for whatever reason. Well, I think most people were upset with the changes they made to loot, which they ended up fixing to a certain degree. I'm going to put that. I have no problem with how Galactic Command works. I'm just going to throw that out there. Begin your onslaught in September 2019. So that's, 5 months away? And if you're a subscriber, then you get it for free. So, that is all it says. Aside from increased level cap and new abilities, but that's all it says about that. So I guess we're going up to level 75. And we've got new abilities. That's all it says. We've got no reveal on those. So yeah, a whole bunch of class changes, I think that would mean. So, what I want the most from this expansion is, I think it is a excellent opportunity for them to create a truly diverse experience depending on player choice. There could be 4 different versions of the Corellia flashpoint, ideally. Because it says here at the top, will you remain loyal to your faction or work to undermine and sabotage their war efforts? The choice is yours. So we could potentially have, like I say, 4 different versions of a Corellia flashpoint at the end, at the climax of the story. You could have Republic flashpoint, who remains loyal to the Republic, Republic, who is a double agent for the Empire, an Empire, who is loyal, or Empire, who is a double agent for the Republic. And that could work in any of those circumstances. And whatever the player chooses will give them a different outcome. So we could have 4 potential outcomes of this story. And I think that will really make things very interesting. It will make things harder for them as developers, because then when they release 6.1, 6.2, 6.3, whatever direction they take the story, and they have to compensate for them now having 4 different ways they could potentially go, or they could all bring it back into one. But I think, certainly at the very least, whichever side the player has chosen to support should make a difference in the overall story. Because if we think back to Vanilla Old Republic, thinking about Ilum, no matter which faction you played on, you end up going against Darth Malgus anyway. Both Republic and Empire had the same flashpoint, had the same final boss of the vanilla story, and I get that they just started out. It's all fine, but for the way things are right now, when the Alliance Commander has so much influence and so much potential to actually change the outcome, I think it would be a waste not to. That's what I want the most, anyway. When it comes to these new items, going back down here at these tactical items, when they say tactical items, that could mean a lot of things. So I'm not going to bother speculating for the minute. But maybe these tactical items are what give you new abilities. And then you'll have abilities which are universal for each class, seeing as they're available for everyone. That would be cool. But I think just having items which gave, well, it certainly allows for a more diverse range of set bonuses. And I think seeing how many they have, and I think adding relics and implants into set bonuses as well wouldn't hurt that much. But yeah, I am very excited. It's going to be a long 5-month wait until Onslaught is released. But I am ready for this. I have been ready for this for a fair while. So with that, I'm going to get up out of here. I still need to do my Coruscant review. I've been needing to do that for like weeks, man. I need to do that, and then I need to get on with Verigil with the night leveling, because it's double XP. So, if you're playing, enjoy double XP, enjoy double command XP, and I will see you very soon.